Keyboard Exchange International. I'm Jim Huss, and I'm here today with Mr. Randolph Carter, the distinguished-looking one of the two of us. Much younger, too, I would say. We're exactly 40 years apart. 2 days apart in our birthdays, and 40 years apart in years. Every time it's our birthday, I mention that to Randolph. Well, at any rate, today we're going to do something a little bit different. We would like to give an example of how to play a praise and worship song. Now, this is a song I've played many times in small groups and at church and so forth. And I asked Randolph if he knew this song, and he does not. So I said, well, I don't want to teach it to you before we start doing the video, although we did a little bit on how to, when and how to modulate.
Yes, sir.
So part of this video is for teaching purposes, but also to demonstrate the Hammond B-3 organ. We always want to do that, let people know how wonderful it is.
And also how it fits into different genres of music.
Absolutely.
In particular, this song is more of a CCM song.
CCM, what's that? Tell me that. You told me today, but I forget.
It's contemporary Christian music. It's a little different from gospel. Gospel is more like a soul, bluesy.
It's also different than just straight up hymns.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Right. Okay. I can't read music, so I don't play hymns.
Right.
But I found that my experience as a young man playing in rock and roll bands made it easy for me to transition into playing in praise teams.
Okay.
By knowing chords and playing from chord charts.
Right.
I found that playing in praise teams, it was no different in terms of musical structure than when I used to play in rock and roll.
Yeah.
So we wanted to pass that on to you, because actually those three ways that people learn how to play musical instruments. One is learning how to read music, which we highly recommend. In fact, you're learning how to do that now, to add to his arsenal of tools in his toolkit. So reading music is a wonderful skill to have. And then there are others who play with the chord method, and that's why I brought my guitar in. If you think about it, guitar players don't generally play a lot of melodies, although some do. Generally, a guitar player is playing chords, and then people sing the melody, or maybe the melody would be played on another instrument. So, and then there's a third method that people oftentimes just play by ear. That's an amazing thing, isn't it?
Yes, it's certainly a gift. Usually, it's one or the other. You either read or you play by ear, and one is usually stronger.
It's the rare individual indeed who can do both well,
Right.
is what I've experienced. And I've had friends who jam with me, they play just by ear, but they don't understand any of the technicalities involved.
Right.
They can't explain.
No real music theory.
They don't even
like
know
that.
what music theory is or what key they're playing in. They can just play, and oh my gosh, kudos to those of you that know how to do that. That's a tremendous gift from God. So anyway, today I'm going to teach Randolph a little song, and then we're going to see how quickly he adapts to it, which I think is going to be super fast because he has his skills fully refined. And this often is done as a round, where you have three people or three groups of people singing, and then everybody sings it all the way through, but they start at a different spot. They each start at the beginning of the song, and since we don't have two other singers here, we'll just have to imagine all that. And maybe some of you singers could come in and we could do this together. But Randolph, we're going to start in the key of G.
Okay.
And we're going to do what professional musicians call the 1, 4, 5 chords. In the key of G, that would be a G, a C, and a D, all major chords. And then we're going to modulate to G sharp, also known as A flat, and then we're going to end up in A. And I'm going to do a little singing just to fill in here and show what we're talking about. But folks, I'm not auditioning for The Voice or America's Got Talent.
He can sing.
I haven't picked up my guitar in more than a year, so I don't have my calluses anymore.
Okay.
So I just want to play it through a few times, and then I want you to join me in the key of G,
Okay.
and then I'm going to stop singing, and then I want you to modulate to G sharp and do some lead lines, and then we'll modulate again to A and do some more lead lines, because this is all cumulative. You add things little by little. And did you know these chords we're going to play today for this little song are the same chords you would use for La Bamba and Twist and Shout?
Wow.
And the 1-4-5 chords can be used for literally hundreds of songs.
Especially, like I said, mentioned earlier, the CCM genre.
Contemporary Christian music.
How Great Is Our God, they kind of use the same chord structure, same major chords, maybe one minor.
Okay, well, we're going to keep it simple. Maybe later on we can do something a little more complicated, but let's start out in the key of G, and let me set the rhythm here for us, and then you join in when you're secure in where you're going. Actually, don't go back to the 4. Back to 1. Father, I adore you, and I lay my life before you. How I love you, Jesus, I adore you, and I lay my life before you. How I love you, Spirit, I adore you, and I lay my life before you. How I love you. Little improvising there, Randolph, if you would please. Let's take it up a half step. Take it together. And I lay my life before you. How I love you. How I love you. From the top. Father, I adore you, and I lay my life before you. How I love you. How I love you. Modulate, not modulate, retard. Love you. Okay, so what we did there, we made a few boo-boos, mostly at my end. Sorry about that, folks. But the principle is, you got to practice this stuff. And that's a 1-4-5 progression in a very simple song. And do you know the song La Bamba? Okay, let's try that, okay? Sorry, let's do it in A. We'll stay in A. Okay, so that, Twist and Shout, and Father, I adore you, or Father, Spirit, Jesus, we adore you. These are all simple songs to learn how to play. You can do them in any key.
Right.
And generally you pick the key by what your vocal range is. And it's always good to be able to transpose things like this. What did I miss, Randolph? What else do we need to share here?
Um, as you can see, the Hammond organ fits in every genre of music, in my opinion. Blues, jazz, CCM, gospel. It fits everywhere. Classical. So, I mean, this is a wonderful instrument. We have a showroom full of instruments. Feel free to contact us. Please, matter of fact, don't even like it. Love it, comment, share it with someone. Hope you enjoy it.
Oh yeah, you know, that's a great thought. We would love to have some feedback, some comments, so that everybody can learn from everybody else.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're just trying to get a conversation started here, really.
Yeah.
And let's have some fun with it. Pick up a musical instrument, practice, maybe play along with Randolph, you know, while he was playing and I was playing a little bit. Yeah, and learn how to play, sing along. Let's enjoy it, and God bless you all. Thanks for your time and attention.